What's going on, guys? Welcome to the LFR family. This is Morning Vantage, episode number 91. I really appreciate you guys joining me this morning. This is the father of one of the kids that were unalived at the Catholic school by the monster called Robert.
Yesterday, a coward decided to take our 8-year-old son Fletcher away from us. Because of their actions, we will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming. Fletcher loved his family, friends, fishing, cooking, and any sport that he was allowed to play. While the hole in our hearts and lives will never be filled, I hope that in time our family can find healing. I pray that the other victim's family can find some semblance of the same. I'm hopeful that all the wounded are able to make a full recovery and return home to their families. And finally, all the people, and especially the children, impacted by this horrific event are able to recover mentally and find strength to live loving, happy, and full lives. Over the past day, I've heard many stories accounting the swift and heroic actions of children and adults alike from inside the church. Without these people and their selfless actions, this could have been a tragedy of many magnitudes more. For these people, I'm thankful. Moving forward, we ask not for your sympathy, but your empathy. As our family and the Annunciation community grieve and try to make sense of such a senseless act of violence. Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
Y'all, so this is the suck ass punk right here. The they them that just now shot up the Catholic school. His name is Robert Paul Westman. Robin M. Westman. His mom changed his name. First of all, to all my future school shooters, do me a favor, shoot yourself first. And if that don't work, shoot yourself second. In his manifesto, this picture right here is of him talking to the devil. He's talking to Satan. He drew this up. And while he's talking to Satan, he's speaking to him in Russian. I'm tired of these Scooby-Doo ass clowns leaving clues after they done shot themselves in the face for doing something demonic. But AI translated what he was saying. He was saying, who am I? When will this end? Help me. And then Satan said, I don't want to. And then at the bottom, Satan said, kill yourself. Kill. Don't let the news turn this into a conversation about gun laws. This is about good versus evil. They're demonic. He should burn in hell. Y'all, so this is the suck ass punk right here.
No sound. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the LFR family Morning Vantage, episode number 91. Thank you so much for all of the clues, guys. Y'all was like, no sound, Van. I really appreciate it. If you want to share this bad boy, share it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, X. Not sure why I was muted. Probably because I was in a meeting last night, and I was trying to be respectful to my client, and yeah, I just never cut it on. I guess once I was done for the evening, and I just shut it down. Much love to you all, everyone out there who are compassionate to just people who are falling victim to these demons. I don't know what to say. I was sitting down here in my workspace since 9 o'clock this morning. And I decided to go live an hour and a half later because I'm really pissed off about this. Like, this is one of the stories, man. I don't mess around when it comes to kids being hurt. I'm a father. I'm a proud father. People ask me what I do. I want to say I'm a dad. That's what I do. I'm a father and a husband. My career, what I do to make money, don't mean anything. But when it comes to these kids, raising them up in the way they should go, protecting them, providing them with some type of wisdom and direction, structure, some principles, providing them with protection to make sure that they live to see another age. This could have happened to any of our children, man. When our children go to school, they're not protected. These teachers, they're not allowed to carry. They're not allowed to protect these kids. That's because we deep down don't trust we don't trust the teachers. And everybody want to turn this situation right here into a gun issue, a gun law issue. It's not a gun law issue, man. It's not a gun law issue. We saw yesterday where people on the left were going out of their way to try to stop us from praying for these kids. Why would they try to stop us from praying for these kids? I'm going to tell you why. It's because over the last 4 years, they've been trying to get prayer out of schools, prayer out of politics, prayer out of everything. They're trying to remove God from American, I don't know, from American practices. They don't even want us to practice religion here. As a matter of fact, people are bringing their religion here from Muslim nations, and they are starting their own here. And they are boldly saying that they're about to turn America into a Muslim nation, that our women will start walking around with their faces covered. I forgot what that's called, Sharia law or something like that. People are bragging about it. There's an attack on Christianity, and I got an issue with it. And I believe you should too, even if you're not a Christian. Speaking of, I received a really long email yesterday saying that people were bullying inside of my chat. People were being bullied inside of my chat because they were gay or because they weren't Christians. Please don't do that. Listen, if somebody pull up and they got something to say that's against Christianity, or they got something to say that's pro LGBTQAI plus, let them have a freedom of speech, at least here on LFR Family. Let them speak their piece. We're not in the business of bullying people. We're not in the business of hurting people. We're in God's business. And God is love. That's scripture right there. God is also the word that we study, basic instructions before leaving earth. So show people the respect that you want to be shown. All right? But stick to your standards, stick to your principles. Stand on all 10 toes and let them know what you will take and what you won't take. I live for my children, and they are grown at this point, 20, 23, 26, and 28. They are grown. The 20-year-old just now started her junior year in college as an engineering student, and she's a 4.0 student. I'm so proud of her. But the reason why I'm so proud is because my wife and we grew up with, her mom was going through things and she didn't have a dad in the house. I didn't have a mother or father in the house. I was adopted at the age of 5, blah, 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 victim Olympics. Nobody cares about that. But when you got your own children and you start your own family, it's up to us to protect them. It's up to us to guide them. It's up to us to instill some measure of belief and faith in them, to let them know, like give them options, let them study to show that self-approved. But you don't just turn it away. You don't just say, okay, child, tell me who you are. That's not parenting. And that's what happened with this stupid idiot that now is burning in hell for what he did to these innocent children. This father was hurt, and I feel his pain. Please let me know in the chat one thing that you are grateful for. Me is my family. I'm grateful for my family. I would do anything for them. I would lay on the sword for them. I would jump in the fire for them. I would do anything for them. Anything. You name it. So I completely get it. But please don't let these politicians try to politicize the situation. This ain't about politics at all. At all. Not one bit. Check this out right here on CNN. I want you to listen to this conversation, man. These people are just pissing me off, bro. And thanks again for joining me, gang.
Well, I think the first question you have to ask is, why did it happen? I don't think it happened because of guns. I think it happened because somebody who was clearly suffering from severe mental illness
had access to weapons that would allow them to carry out a terrible shooting.
And the mental illness was encouraged.
But Scott, what about people who don't have mental illness?
I don't think we can tiptoe around this issue. And when you look at the messages that were written in some of the materials and on the weapons that we've seen, I mean, this person obviously was in a dark place.
Obviously.
And I want to know,
obviously.
I'm not sure the government is in that person's life enough to know, but his parents are.
But what
his
about,
family is.
Scott, what about people who don't have mental illness? We have a huge gun violence issue here in the United States. We lead in gun violence.
But the issue today is quite obviously mental illness. And
if you take away the mental illness, it still leads the guns.
This idiot, like I'm sure he's very intelligent. He got on the glasses, he got on the suit. He's on CNN. He looks astute. He looks sharp. He sounds smart, but he don't sound smart. He sounds stupid as hell because he's trying to not hold these people accountable. Idiot. Let me tell you something. What Scott Jennings is saying is 1000% the truth. This mental illness is something that we encourage. We not only encourage it in this country, but we reward it. We reward it. You get extra points. If this was a game, if the way we're living in this country was an actual game, people who are trans or in the LGBTQAI plus will have extra points. People who support them or encourage them will have extra points. People who have children who become trans, they get even more points. And they encourage it from an extremely young age. There is nothing wrong with telling our boys to play with cars, trucks, and balls when they're young. There is nothing wrong with telling children, our young girls, to play with baby dolls and teddy bears and blow bubbles and play hopscotch and jump rope. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with telling little girls that they can play with little toy kitchens. Telling little boys that they can put on little construction helmets and act like they're at work. There's nothing wrong with that. And when they get older and they decide that, you know what, my life was a lie, my parents lied to me, I never felt like the boy that they said I was, I don't want to be that anymore, then let them do that. But it's these punk ass parents. It's us. It's our faults that make these kids this weak. There's an old adage that says, tough times make tough people. The strong people. And those strong people, they make good times because they're strong. And the good times make weak people because they become spoiled. They become stubborn. They become entitled. And then the weak people make tough times again. And the tough times make strong people again. So forth and so on. It goes in a circle. Right now, people like this man that's talking to Scott Jennings, he is part of the weak people that we're talking about. Him, Abby Phillips. Oh, there's a mental issue. Yeah, they shouldn't have access to guns. If you want to look at all of the school shootings that happened in the last 10 years, or all of the mass shootings that happened in the last 10 years, like 70 to 80% of them were in this bracket of the guy that just now committed the same heinous crime at the Catholic school. I will find that footage for you all. I'm going to find it for you so we can discuss it, but that's not what this is about. It's about idiots like this guy right there that just want to politicize it and just what they do is they wash their hands with it. We don't have to deal with it anymore because it's up to you guys now. The ball is in your court to say nobody gets guns. Nobody gets guns. Let's remove all the guns. The NRA are the devil. If it weren't for the NRA, them kids would be alive. Do you know how idiotic these people sound, man? They sound dumb as hell. They have no empathy. They have no heart for these children. They have no heart for these adults who are being shot by idiots who are just fed lies and nonsense in support of their mental illness their entire lives. It's ridiculous. Hey, Jim. What I hope stems from this tragic occurrence is that more people see the lame stream media for the corrupt liars and instigators and propagandists that they are. Thank you, T-Man 2217. In my opinion, that rainbow flag that they worship is a contract with the devil. These folks need Jesus. I agree. They do need Jesus. But guess what? They got their own God. They have their own God. If you weren't with me yesterday and you did not see this right here, I want to show this to you because this right here is their God.
Sparkle, a.k.a.
And this is their pastor, by the way.
My name is Candy Von Sparkle, a.k.a. Christopher. My pronouns are he, she, and they. Please join me responsibly in a call to worship. Source of life, in the beginning, you made us and called us beloved. When we forget how to love, you remind us to do our beloved. When the powers of the world try to oppress us, your name is beloved. When our siblings in faith condemn us, you claim us beloved. We are your beloved. So today you sing your praises, source of love. My name is Katie Von Sparkle, a.k.a.
Katie Von Sparkle is their pastor. Katie Von Sparkle is the reason why they do what they do. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about nothing that we're talking about, bro. At all. Not one thing. Not one thing at all. It freaking sucks, man. It freaking sucks. And they do nothing but protect them. They're still trying to protect this guy's pronouns, which is absolutely insane. But if we don't get in front of this idiocracy, this is what we create right here. This right here is what we create. Hit the like button, gang.
This is a video about my pronouns. I've had a lot of people ask them in lives, and I thought it would be easier to just have a video explaining my pronouns. So I use ze, them, it, its, and they, them pronouns because I like them and I think they're fun to use. How you use ze, them pronouns in a sentence would be like, Z is crocheting, I'm watching their live, I'm crocheting with them. Most people know how to use it, its, and they, them pronouns in sentences. Why do I use them? I use them because I think they're fun. I discovered neo pronouns when I was 16, I think. Woohoo! And I didn't really get them at first, but I learned more about them and discovered ze, them pronouns, which I really liked. I started using them with friends, and then pretty word, I eventually put them in my username. So I've been using these and pronouns pretty bird for a couple years now. I discovered I didn't mind its pronouns. When I was reading through a lot of hate comments that I get, a lot of people use it to try and dehumanize you or like hate on you or whatever. But when I was going through those comments, I realized I genuinely didn't mind its pronouns, and for me, they're a vibe. So, hopefully that explains my pronouns. Pretty well.
As this person clearly said, it's a vibe. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's just the thing that they want to do. It's happening. It's popular. It's supported. Yes, the young lady has Tourette's. That's not why I showed that. I don't even know if it's real Tourette's, but that's not for me to say. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what real Tourette's and fake Tourette's look like. So I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I do. All right. But I will say that it's our fault that we got these idiots out here talking about they are not him or her anymore. They are zim, z, zer, sir, sis, zam, zaboom, pal. These people's pronouns are now, y'all remember the old Batman cartoon, the Batman show back in the day when we were growing up, and they used to have their fighting scenes, and when they used to punch each other, a crazy word would be inside of a star and it'd be lit up. That's them. That's their pronouns, bro. These people are absolutely freaking idiots. And we are allowing them to make the rules and make the laws now. Y'all didn't think that there was a matter of time that one of these people would gain some power and some prestige and try to structure and shape the world so that it supports who they believe they naturally are? These people will buck the system. It just is what it is. This is why we need to stay in our word. We need to stay reading the word of God. We need to stay studying. We need to stay praying. We need to stay praying for people who don't believe in God and not bully them either. We need to be an example. Yes, I said that. We need to not bully them into loving God. We need to be an example for them to love God. Because if they see us and we're filled with hate, they're not going to love God at all. But they don't care if we support them or not. They don't care. They've already made their minds up. They have a community that they want to support, and that's all that's important to them. That's it. Don Lemon had a moment where he spoke about this situation yesterday. And I want y'all to see what Mr. Lemons said, man. This dude, he looked like somebody's old aunt is what he looked like, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to make fun. Listen, I have gay family. I got gay relatives. I don't have any gay friends, and it's not my choice. It's just that I don't have any gay friends. I really don't. But I do have gay family members who I love, and I don't judge them for their way of living. They don't judge me. I mean, none of us are perfect. We were all born in sin, shaped in iniquity. None of us can throw a stone at anybody because there's like 4 or 5 that they can throw at us. But the fact that we're trying to live together, we're trying to love one another and continue to move in the right direction, move with empathy and concern for others' well-being, make sure we're watching out for our neighbors. That's all biblical principles. Well, people want to move away from that. If you don't acquiesce to their new way of living and new way of thinking, you are the enemy and you are the problem. But that's not what Don Lemon feed his people. He don't realize how irresponsible he is. Being that he is a gay man, a gay black man with such a huge following. And if you don't believe he has a huge following, just go to his channel and you will see for yourself. When he goes live, this brother has 10,000, 20,000 people on his live streams. And this is the rhetoric that he feeds them. I want you guys to see this, but first, let me read this super chat. Geronda, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, they are not being bullied. That's just a way to stop people from speaking against being attacked by that community. I agree 1000%. I don't believe that they're being bullied. I believe that they just want us to shut the hell up and leave them alone. And the way to get us to shut the hell up is by saying that they're being bullied, and they're not. Thank you, Geronda. Brian, I searched Order of Nine Angles. Holy smokes. To summarize all of trans mechanics, mass pures are linked to this. So there you have it. Order of Nine Angles, whatever that may be. And I'm going to go ahead and search it in a minute. But this is wild. Hopefully I don't come up with anything that will get us shut down. Also, speaking of, our live stream yesterday got limited because of what we were talking about. We didn't show any shooting. We didn't show any violence or nothing. All we did was speak about the trans shooter. And we called him what he was born as. And we got our video limited. So I'm going to look up this. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put it in the search right now so I don't forget. Let me see. Order of Nine. Jesus. Oh, Lord. What in the world you got me looking at, bro? Brian, you about to get me shut down, man. I don't know if I can show this. I don't know if I can show this right here. Okay. Wow. What the? Jesus. Wow. The Minnesota shooter had that symbol, the Order of Nine Angles, all on his magazines that he was using. In the magazine that said sponsored by BlackRock. Wow. See, you about to start something, Brian. I don't know, man. You about to start something. Don't get me in trouble, man. All right, here's y'all boy, Don Lemons.
The Minneapolis shooter is reportedly trans, and now the right, MAGA, losing their minds over it, making it a big deal, an issue. Here's where the ignorance comes in.
He said the shooter was trans, and now MAGA is making a big deal about it. MAGA's not making a big deal about him being trans, Don. That's not what MAGA's making a big deal about. MAGA is making a big deal about the fact that you guys raised him up and you're raising up more people just like him. Why wouldn't we talk about it? You damn idiot. You sound foolish as hell already. And we're only 8 seconds into your soliloquy. Why wouldn't we make an issue out of it when you all are raising these people up? It's almost like you're farming them. You are planting the seed, you are watering this, and then you are nurturing it. You are protecting it, and you won't hold it accountable once you create it. Why wouldn't we make an issue out of it? Dumbass. MAGA is making a big deal about it because this person is trans. 7 to 9 out of the last 11 mass shooters were trans. You don't think that this should be made a big deal of? And then you all never take accountability. You never take responsibility for it, ever. You always blame it on the guns, blame it on the NRA, blame it on the Second Amendment. You never take, just because you don't want a damn gun. I'm sure your security has it. I'm sure your husband might have one. I know Kamala says she was packing heat, and she also rides with security that pack heat. So stop acting like y'all are against guns. You're not. When it comes to protecting yourself, you're for them 1000%. When it comes to you and your husband's kid that you plan on adopting, when they go to the private school that they're going to go to, you're going to want them protected. And if a trans person goes and shoot up that school, you're going to be making a fuss about it too. But because you lack empathy, because you have that demonic spirit about you, if it doesn't touch your household or your backyard, you don't care about it. But let's continue.
Here's where the ignorance comes in. They're so ignorant because trans people can be of many different political persuasions. And that doesn't change the argument and the fact that we need sensible gun legislation in this country that goes along with mental health issues. You can be a trans person and have mental health issues, just like you can be a straight white man who it usually is doing these things and have mental health issues as well. But I just want to show you this because trans people can also be conservative. We don't know if this person's a liberal or conservative. It could be trans and it could be a trans conservative person. I actually know trans conservative people. I have interviewed one. Okay, proof, evidence. Here it is. Watch. Thank you very much. Then let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, nah, damn that. How about all of them clips, them magazines that he had and kill Donald Trump and kill black people and kill the kids? What about that? That don't tell you that he was a Democrat? You know very well that he wasn't a conservative. You know it 1,000%. Stop playing games.
I think the Democrats have screwed us all.
The Democrats in New York?
Of course. I walked away from the Democrat plantation. I had to. Just because I'm transgender doesn't mean I need to be a Democrat. I hate what the city has become. It used to be beautiful and fabulous.
And?
Now it's shitty and we need Trump 2028.
Who do you think should be the next mayor?
Oh,
wait, hold on. Trump 2028, you think he should run again?
Of course.
But that's not.
Hey, the Democrats can be like, we can get Obama. So you know what? Go along with it. I think.
You want to see an Obama Trump?
Yes.
In 2028?
Yeah.
Who would win?
Trump. Well, if Mike runs and not Barack, then Mike might win.
Who is Mike?
AKA Michelle.
Now, you're a transgender.
I am, yeah.
Now,
well, I'm a man. Just because I'm transgender doesn't mean I am a woman.
Okay.
God only made two genders.
Okay. But why are you saying that about someone who does not identify as a man and has not come out as transgender? You don't think that's disrespectful?
I'm out in the bitch. And Joan Rivers, may you rest in peace. I'm so sorry what they did to you.
Do you have any evidence of what you're saying about the former First Lady? Because there are people that Melania Trump, you heard she's a man too.
Well, I haven't heard that, but
no, I've heard it.
That's fabulous.
They call her Big Mel.
She's prettier, but
no, that she's not. They call her Big Mel.
I couldn't tell you if I know for sure or not because I might have signed an NDA. But
well, that happens a lot with the Trump administration.
That happens a lot with the Trump administration. Let me tell you something, man. Don Lemon is a damn clown. He's a clown, and brother, you had a very successful career. Very well known, made a whole poop ton of money, able to do what you want to do, marry a man and all that other stuff, and nobody bats an eye. But dude, you're a damn clown, man. Yeah, and I stand by that. Don Lemon's a damn clown. Here are the last few mass shooters that we've had. The Uvalde shooter, trans. Salvador Ramos. The Georgia shooter, trans. Colt Gray. The Denver school shooter, Devon Erickson, trans. The Denver school shooter number 2, Maya Alec McKinney, trans. The Iowa shooter, Dylan Butler, gender fluid, whatever the hell that means. The Philadelphia shooter, Kim Brady Carricker, trans. The Aberdeen shooter, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Mosley, trans. The Nashville shooter, trans. The Colorado Springs shooter, non-binary. These are the people that y'all are raising up. Y'all are raising these people up, man. Take some accountability. For real. Take some accountability. Makes me sick how they bash our beautiful first lady. Let me tell you something. When you're in the public eye, you get bashed. That's how they go. That's how they go. Candace Owens did a full study on Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. If you did your research, Pam, let me tell you something. You will find some things that you don't agree with. And guess what? When you find those things out and you communicate them, some people will take that communication as you bashing them. And it will be simply you communicating about what you found out. That's it. So when you hear people talking about Big Mike this and Big Mike that, which I do not subscribe to, just want to let you know that I don't subscribe to that. I don't believe that Michelle is a man. That's just me. That's me personally. I don't subscribe to that at all. Like I said, when she first became when they first became president and first lady of this country, we pretty much worshiped them. We got a newspaper for that same day that got Barack Obama being nominated as the president. We got a dollar bill with his face on it. We got Michelle Obama's books. We got Barack Obama's books. I've read them. I've read 2 of the 3 that he's written. So I'm somebody I'm an objective thinker and listener. And when people go out there and they pull information in and they provide it to me, I'm like, yo, I don't just eat it up and believe it, but I do listen. And if I hear something that sounds like BS, I call it out. So yeah, it may seem like bashing because you're still on the side of Michelle and Barack Obama and you don't want to hear that mess. Or because it's a black woman and you're tired of this racist white country attacking black excellence. I don't know what the case may be. But I'm just saying, objective listeners, the free thinkers. I mean, we actually have these conversations with people all the time. Even if we don't agree with them, we still take the information that they're providing us and we go and do our research behind it. And based off of my own knowledge and understanding, I don't believe that Michelle is a man. But there's a bunch of people out here who do. And Candace Owens has video upon video where she did some deep diving into their family. And she has proof, if you will, that points to her not being born a woman. All right, just putting that out there. I saw your message, and I thought it important to address that. Thank you so much for the super chat. We need to end and shut down all this LGBTQ, whatever nonsense, and this trans BS, and get our society back to God ASAP. How can we shut it down? Say no more gays? What? How can we shut it down? How can we shut it down? I really want to know the answer to that. How can you shut down a whole community of individuals? So I don't think they are killing simply because they're trans. I think that their mental illness is being washed over and not taken seriously. And people are just playing games just to appease them. And they never deal with their real issues. They never deal with their anger. They never deal with the fact that they don't love people at all unless they look like them or believe exactly what they believe. And that's why I always push God's love, because when you push God's love, that's over everything else. Everything else. It's not about trying to live in a community that only supports the way you move. It's about loving your neighbor, period, and trying to help them out and letting them know that they were born perfectly. They were born as the person that they're supposed to be. You were born with a ding-a-ling. You were born to be a young man. You were born to be a man when you get older. A man that serves this nation as a man. You serve your community as a man. You were born as a young girl. You were born to serve your community as a woman when you get older. That's how that goes. Like, we tell people that you weren't born a lie. Your birth was not a lie. Love yourself. Period. These people don't love themselves. And if you don't love yourself, you're not going to love anybody else. Even if they acquiesce to your ridiculous way of thinking. That's just how they go. It's just ridiculous, man. Now, when you say stop that mess, you can stop affirming it. Like when somebody say, I feel like I'm the opposite sex, you can be like, no, you don't. Get over it. No, you don't. You don't. At all. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm not locked in today, guys. This whole thing just pisses me the hell off, man. I really don't let things bother me that much, to be honest with you. But this right here really bothers me. It really bothers me. Because when it comes to individualism, I care less what you decide to call yourself or how you decide to live. That's not my life, period. If you're not my kid, I don't have any opinion at all. I don't have any opinion. Like, I fall back. But this whole thing is just weird, man. It's very weird.
Anything else they read? Tomorrow. My precious. Help me. I don't want to be here. Well, you're here. Maybe I'll look like a cop and I won't get rushed or something. I don't know.
You dare underestimate my power? I'll show you whose power is greatest. Prepare to be defeated. I don't know how much longer I have, but storm is coming. However, I'm not without defense. Yeah. Ready? Let's do it.
Let's keep it a buck. This is our fault. This is all of our fault. Capitalism's fault. Video games' fault. The movies that we allow our children to watch. The TV shows we allow them to watch, thinking that they are something that they're not. We're supporting any and every damn thing just so our children can be happy and smiling and not cause any issues and embarrass our family. That's it. We want to bury everything under the rug without making sure we address the real issues that's going on in our families. We are some weak ass parents, weak ass grandparents, weak ass aunts and uncles, and we allow this to happen. These kids get from level to level to level of crazy, and we let it happen. The black community is the exact same way. They don't want all of these police and military in DC because they want their children to be able to go out there and try to be a good citizen. And if you're not, we'll take care of you. We got you. It's okay. We'll blame it on something else. We'll blame it on slavery. We'll blame it on lack of resources, lack of jobs, lack of community. You know, like Brandon Johnson is doing over there in Chicago. He's blaming everything on lack of jobs. the fact that Chicago has been the #1 killing station in the United States, like 7 to 10 consecutive years in a row, and he's blaming it on lack of jobs. There's no opportunities out here. If there was some opportunities, these kids wouldn't be killing each other. Bull sugar honey iced tea. The mayors are horrible, the governors are horrible, and their punk ass parents are worse. Because if you do your job as a parent, then guess what? The city, the state, the government, the prison systems won't have to do the job for you. When we fail, the system will correct it. When we fail, the streets will correct it. Every single young lady that goes out there and haphazardly throws her legs open and just let men, random men, bust a nut inside of them, leaving them with a baby, no commitment, then they can turn to the government to have the baby sucked out of them so they can just start life over again like nothing happened and continue to be irresponsible day in and day out. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? We continue to blame politicians and all this other stuff, and it's our fault. And as far as the NRA is concerned, and this might be unpopular for you guys to hear, being that I have a conservative base, but people should not be able to purchase this many guns when they are this damn dumb and lost mentally. How in the hell is this person able to go buy all these guns and clips? And we don't know who in the hell is buying them. It's because of capitalism. We just want that mighty green bill in our hand. We just want that dollar, those dimes, nickels, quarters. We don't give a damn who it falls under. The drug game will continue to increase and increase. Trafficking persons will continue to increase and increase. Why? Because we don't give a damn about one another. We only care about that dollar. Period. We are lost. We're greedy. We're entitled. We're spoiled Americans. We have everything we want and need, but we, just so we can do whatever we want outside of what we already receive, we will act like we're victims. We will act like we're not receiving the support we're supposed to be receiving. It's our fault. You want to know whose issue it is? Look in the damn mirror. People with mental issues, I can see them buying one gun, buying 4, 15 magazines, vests. At some point, yo, who is this person buying these guns? What is the FBI doing? How are they not following these idiots as they're building up their collection of arsenal to attack somebody? Do they even have acres? Do they have acres of land where they're practicing their shooting? What are they building their arsenal for? If you believe that anybody should just be able to walk inside of a store and buy the whole damn store as long as they got the dollars to match and an ID to show that they're 18 or above, then you're an imbecile. You are part of the problem. The Second Amendment says that we have the right. That's part of the problem. Clearly, we got all of these idiots that continue to get guns. We need to do something about that too. And I'm talking about the criminals on the street. I'm talking about mass shooters. Same thing. There should be no gun control. No, there should be some type of getting in front of these people and knowing who's going out there and buying them. And if you're one of those people that believe otherwise, I would say something's wrong with you. And I stand on that 1,000%. We got these slow ass imbeciles going out there purchasing all of these guns and ain't nobody getting in front of them. Nobody's knocking on their door. Nobody's knocking on their door after they've purchased 4, after they've purchased 2, after they've purchased 3, after they've racked up all of these magazines. Where are they getting the money from? Last time I checked, as a husband and father, guns are expensive. Guns are very expensive. Where are they getting this money from? Why aren't they reporting to somebody that could just start at least watch? Like, wait a minute, why is this criminal purchasing all these guns? Why is this troubled youth purchasing all these guns? So you mean to tell me we're only going to start watching trans people now when they purchase guns? We're only going to watch gay people now when they purchase guns? It's dumb. Is there a system? Do you guys think it's illegal, unlawful to watch people when they start to build up their arsenal? Or at least look into them? Figure out what the hell they got going on? It's way too many people in the country. We can't watch everybody. I'm not saying watch everybody, but when you purchasing these guns and they're reported that they're selling them to the same people over and over and over again, I would say do a drive-by. Have somebody go past their house and see how they're doing. See what type of living they're doing. See what they're doing on the internet. Have they been posting that they love their life or that they hate their life? Have they been posting that they hate the president? Like, what type of stuff are they talking about? Can we get in front of it? Here's the thing. I believe that these billionaires who are tied to, I don't know, CIA operatives, when they are tapped on the shoulder, they just tag one of their people who they have already locked and loaded, ready to give up their lives because they don't like them. They don't like their life. They don't like living. Clearly, they don't like living. And then they just go and do something foolish like what just now happened at the Catholic school. There should be some balance. Don't forget, guys, I voted Democrat my entire life. So I still have some Democratic views, but I'm far more conservative than I am liberal. Far more. Because if I weren't, I wouldn't have raised my family the way I raised them. I raised them conservatively. But at some point, should our FBI and CIA and those big wigs and three-letter agencies have some knowledge that we don't? When I watch movies, they're always getting in front of it. They're always getting the red flag from somewhere saying, wait a minute, we need to watch this person. This person has been posting that they hate the government. This person has been posting in this private community that we have some people in watching because they hate the government. They hate the president. They're always planning to do this, that, and the third. And this person is in it. But they continue to buy guns. No red flag. At some point, we need to hold them accountable too. We can't just say, no, we're for Second Amendment and anybody can buy as many guns as they possibly want and blah, blah, blah. Well, this will continue to happen. Stop complaining if you're one of those people that think like that. Because you are equally an idiot just like them. That's how I feel about it. That's my 2 pennies. That's my 2 pennies. FedEx, Amazon, UPS, USP, United Postal Office, like all of them should be watched. Even if they're not going out there purchasing the guns, they should see when somebody's receiving something like that. Are we doing all of this under the table? Are we tracking any of these serial numbers? Do we have any accountability in these industries to get in front of this? How come somebody's always flying under the radar, just waiting, and they always got an arsenal like this? Even if it's courtesy of BlackRock, shouldn't we know something about it? Shouldn't someone know something about it? Are we this loose when it comes to fighting crime in the United States? And then we just get a new president and we just try something else. and see if it works. We're rolling dice on people's lives, man. These kids could be alive if we were doing a better job in making sure idiots like this that are mentally inept do not get an arsenal like this. They're already hateful. They hate their lives already. What do you think they're going to do next? The mother ain't know that he was getting guns. Nobody knew that this idiot had a whole room filled with guns. Where was he getting them from? Do we have any receipts of that at all? Do anybody care? People gonna stop coming to my daggone live streams, bro. I just listen. That's just how I speak the truth on all sides. That's just how I am. And if you think I'm idiotic for believing these things, then hey, that's fair game because I called you an idiot too. So, you know what I mean? That's fair trade. Blade Break 65. This is how you stop it. Take the rainbow flag out of schools. Outlaw transition surgery, and stop pushing the alphabet soup stuff in college and schools. Okay. All right. I'm for it. Listen, taking the rainbow flag out of schools, I think that ship has sailed. That right there, just gay pride is just something that the world is just used to now. That ship has sailed. You try to take the gay pride flag out of the schools, you're going to have an issue on your hands. And they already are. And I don't care. I really don't care. I think schools is about learning. Schools is not about representation. Schools is about learning and preparing yourself so that you can be able to survive and thrive in this country and around the world when you become an adult. Preparing yourself to be able to compete against other people who are equally intelligent or even more. And they are competing for the same jobs in different industries as you. That's what school should be about. Period. So if we're in there trying to build up a crew of people, a group of individuals so that they can be like-minded and help support a movement, I think that's stupid. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I believe the 3-letter agencies gave him the guns. And doesn't that make our country even more effed up? No. That makes our country even more effed up. Who do you trust? How can we trust anybody? We go out there and vote. What are we voting for? For them to have more power? Or we're voting for a person that's going to take them down? Well, Trump is in office. The shooting happened on his watch. Many other things have happened on his watch. Is he responsible for that? Because this is the same bull sugar honey iced tea that happens whenever another person is president. We would try to say that it's their responsibility. It's their fault. They're responsible for it. Knowing that he's not responsible for it. He's trying to build up something that can be solid. But the CIA falls under him. DOJ under him. FBI under him. You name it. So that's unfair to just blame him. But at the end of the day, we need to do something about this. All I'm saying to you guys is we can no longer just say the Second Amendment supports us being able to get our guns, buy our guns, have as many guns as possible, because people like this, they mess it up for everybody. And they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Trump was doing an amazing job kicking ass and taking names. And then this idiot was tapped on the shoulder and said, okay, you ready? We're proud of you, son, daughter. We don't know what to call you. But either way, you're ready. Go out there. Become a martyr for your people and for your country and for the group that you represent. We're no better than these Islamic nations if we're doing that. If you really believe, please let me know in the chat, guys, just with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you think that 3-letter agencies are in cahoots with some of these mass shooters? And if most of you believe that we are, then we're no better than these Islamic nations who train up martyrs all the daggone time to fall on the sword for their religion and their people. We're building up people to become martyrs for whatever we want them to become a martyr for. Here, go kill this politician. Go do that. Go do this. A lot of you are saying, yeah. I don't know. Of course, MK Ultra. Yeah. BlackRock. Everybody's saying it's BlackRock, our country is involved and all this other stuff. Then who are we to blame? Sebastian, somebody said that my mods are infiltrated. What does that mean? What does that mean, my mods are infiltrated? What does that mean, Sebastian? If BlackRock is this daggone powerful, why not shut down BlackRock? If BlackRock is suspected of all of this stuff, why not shut down BlackRock? What, we're not powerful enough? They're too rich for us? Yeah, because we done created a capitalistic society, and it's all about that dollar bill. And nobody can control them now. As a matter of fact, these billionaires own more land than the federal government does. Not that anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying, maybe something's wrong with that. Possibly. So if they own our country, then we're all screwed. What are we here for? We're just biding our time? Is that why we need to build up our arsenal and stock up rice and water and bread? I mean, well, not bread, because bread will go bad, but all of the things that we can survive with in the event that somebody tries to come take our land, because we know that land has been taken before because of eminent domain. Speaking of, you don't truly own land in the United States because of eminent domain. They can come take your sugar honey iced tea whenever they feel like it, as long as they have a made up reason, which they will. They can make you sell it for pennies on a dollar or not. You ain't even got to sell it. Just move. Get out of here. And you can protect it, but guess who has the biggest gang in this country? The military. Biggest crew in the country. Your little guns ain't gonna do a damn thing to them. Make sure you get some land with a long road so you can see them coming. Okay? They ain't got helicopters. Like, we go to people's countries and we bomb a target and get up out of there before anybody know what's coming. Us and our little bit of land with our 15 million guns and all of our cousins trained to shoot ain't gonna do a damn thing for this country. If they want our land, if they want our guns, they can do whatever they want to do. So whoever owns BlackRock, whoever's responsible for all of this tyranny that's happening, if we wanted to shut them down, we could, but we just decide not to because of what? That's the question. Why do we decide not to? Why do we decide to let a privately owned company run this corporation called the United States of America? I'm sorry, this country called United States of America. So y'all continue to think that y'all acres of land and your driveways are enough to protect you and your families. Shit. When they're ready, they're ready. That's why you need God on your side. God over guns. But I'm not against guns because I got a couple too. So, you know what I mean? I'll make sure that I'm ready too. But the only way you can really be ready is by giving your life to Christ. And that's my firm opinion on that. But guys, I was sitting down here in my office, man, and I was so pissed off this morning. And I was feeling a little depressed, to be honest. I like a little stressed out, a little anxious, like, and I never do that. Like, I'm chill. I'm real cool. I'm laid back. You know what I mean? I don't let much bother me at all. But this, I don't know what to think. I'm all over the place, man. I don't know who to trust. None of that. I don't know who to trust, man. Sad. At any rate, guys, so thank y'all so much for pulling up and being a blessing to the LFR family, hanging out with me. Sorry if I pissed you off today. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's report on something happy right quick. Just something happy. President Trump has revoked Kamala Harris's Secret Service detail that was extended by undisclosed Biden order. All right. That's some good news. Or not. She's just going to pay for more detail. It is what it is. And now people are saying that Kamala was, people was threatening her life, and now they're going to be able to take her out. Now, don't nobody want to do nothing to Kamala. Like, relax. Don't nobody want to do anything to Kamala. Like, chill. Like, all these people should have their rights, their extras taken away from them if they're no longer serving. She's not serving anymore. So what does she need any of that for? Yeah, I have nothing else to talk about, man. I'm a little upset, man. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I really appreciate it. If anybody wants to do some content creation, let me tell y'all something. Anybody that don't want to hear this part, feel free to leave. But I'm about to join my coaching group. If you're part of the coaching group and you're here, please pull up. If you're not available, you ain't got to pull up either. Emily, I see that you're here, but pull up so that we can have our morning group call. But I just want to say this to you guys. If you are a content creator, business owner, artist, or coach, and you're trying to learn how to do this YouTube thing, I'm a good person to work with. The reason why is because I do this full time. I've been able to achieve a little bit on this platform and other platforms as well. And I bumped my head a lot. I stubbed my toe a lot. I've hurt myself a lot trying different things to figure out this platform and others. And now all I'm doing is just passing the information on to other people who want to learn it. I want to say shout out to Chris and shout out to, dang it, I forgot the other person that just now purchased the course, but shout out to you guys. I want to work with you all. Make sure you get the course or reach out to me and ask me questions about my VIP. Okay? VIP is simply is a closer relationship with me. That's what it is. More one-on-ones, more conversations, more getting to the meat and the crux of all of this social media creation. Making sure you fully understand it way better than anybody else. That's what that's about. All right. I would say it's about services because we do other services for you. Like we'll edit your crap and we'll do all that other crap that really means nothing because you learn more when you edit your own stuff. But our one-on-ones is where you will learn how to surpass anybody else when it comes to this content creation stuff. Why? Because the knowledge will be heavy. You will know a lot more about this than anybody else. I would love to work with you all. I'm not Sean Canal, Nick Nimmons, Roberto Blake. I'm not Alex Hormozy. None of those guys. I'm simply Van of LFR Family. Reach out to me with the word VIP or get the course through the link, the very first link in the descriptions, and let's work. All right, let's get it done. Let's have fun while we do so. And I'm just going to let you know this. You could potentially change your family's life. Just saying, you can potentially change your family's life. I was able to do some amazing things with this YouTube stuff. And I did not know that regular people like myself can make doctors money doing videos. It's weird. But YouTube is a business. Google is a business. The more content creators that they have, the more ads they can sell to people who want to spend money. All right? They want you to be a partner of theirs, but you got to learn how to use that partnership. So it works even better if you're a business owner, if you're an artist, or if you're a coach and you have services to provide. It works even better. Pull up, let's work, and let me show you how to get to that bag. All right? Love y'all, man. I'll see y'all next time. And again, I wasn't all the way here today. Sometimes I can't just turn it on and off. I'm not one of these fake ass content creators that just like, oh, it's another day. I'm about to do a live stream. I'm like, no, my heart is in this, man. This is what I do. My family will see this. Like when you create content, the internet could very well be here for the long haul, forever. And if it is, if your grandchildren find your channel and they see you representing that time and that day, like this is documented. This is documented. We didn't have internet when we were younger. So I take it seriously. The things that I say out my mouth, I take extremely seriously. And I can only think and believe that you guys have a lot to offer as well. Maybe you have books that your children can go back and flip through. Your children's children can go back and flip through and learn a lot about their grandparents or great-grandparents. But I will say start to establish yourself on social media. Whether you work with me or not, start to establish yourself on social media and start to give back. That is a great way of giving back. You guys have acquired many skills over the years, over your 40 years of living, 50, 60 years of living, some of you 70 years of living. Cut on that camera and teach people how to make your special dish that you know how to make. Teach people how to fix those things that these young boys don't know how to fix. These young kids, they don't know how to fix anything. They just pay for somebody to do it. They don't know how to cook. They just pay for somebody to cook for them. As a matter of fact, they know how to drive and they know how to cook, but they're just lazy and they will pay for DoorDash, some random person to drive past the store and pick up their food. You get online and you start parenting these idiots out here who need help because their parents dropped the ball. Not saying that that's your responsibility, but while doing so, you could potentially build a life for yourself is all I'm saying. Love y'all, man. See you next time. Check out my ad. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.